Hey guys. For this interview in Module 4, I used my grandfather. He's 93 years old. And I got some really good information from him. And I think the one thing I'll take away the most was like his analogy that he correlated from his youth. And it was basically like you have one opportunity throughout life. And like kind of don't live with regrets is like what we've kind of all been like raised around. But like his analogy was back in the Army. And it sounds maybe gruesome, but it was like, if you have to take a shot, like take that shot. And he's kind of correlated that throughout his careers with decision making, because why not? And with retirement, like he's not retired for a couple of reasons. One being he's always had this idea, like the day he decides to stop working is probably the day he decides to like stop living in an aspect of his health. He has to keep a healthy mind, and by doing so, that's why he continues to work. So right now he does oil and gas leasing, and he is a vice president of a real estate company. And between the two, he's probably working 15 hours a week. Keeps him busy, keeps him kind of on his toes, gets him outside. He literally still drives his own car. As far as like any like health retirement funds or anything like that with health coverage, he was smart enough to like start that stuff young, and literally since the age of his mid-20s, he's always like put a little bit aside, not knowing what this country's gonna have as far as Social Security. It's funny because like our generation now is so concerned about those kind of issues, like, oh, Social Security's gonna run out, and every generation's had the same ideas, and like, you know, like whether it's economic dips and turns and whatnot, like he was talking to me about through the interview. He's like, my generation, we thought about the same stuff, just in a different time frame. And so it was kind of reassuring for myself. But what I took out of it was like, he just really wishes that like a handshake still meant what it used to, you know, like a business deal or a friendship, you know, like a word, like your word is all you have, and to really stick by it. And his toughest time with retirement and still working and kind of balancing the two is his voluntary to do so. I mean, he kind of lives a retired life, but he still works. The one thing that he finds hard in that it would be the adaptation to technology, whether it's like emails or even texting. So douchey.